floor is cold. I came out here barefoot. I just was watching a video, and this goes with my food preservation, camping, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to try taking a pack of sausage. Oh, this floor's cold. I got to get my shoes on. I'll be right back. My feet are warm now. So my thought was, if I'm going to take all this canned stuff that I've canned with me, why couldn't I dehydrate it, put it in a jar, seal it, because I've got the food saver, then I wouldn't be carrying all the weight of the wet food. So I'm going to try and make like a sausage stew type of deal. So anyway, I'm going to pull some ingredients out, get it all set up, and once the meat is... Shoot, I got hot sausage. I'll see if I've got another one. Anyway, once everything gets defrosted and I get it all set up, pull my dehydrator out, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I'm gathering stuff up. So far, I think I'm gonna do a pretty big batch. I'm gonna use the onion, 3 cans of beans that I've done. I'm gonna get my stewed tomatoes. The sausage that I have is the hot sausage. Doesn't thrill me. I think what I'll do is I've got some burger. I'll use that and put some sausage spices that I have in that and make my own sausage. Maybe toss in a little bit of the hot sausage just for the flavor, just for the spiciness of it, but not a whole lot. So let me get that. So I've got all my ingredients out, minus the spices, and the hamburger meat's already defrosted and it's in the refrigerator. I would use my canned burger, but the burger in the fridge is already defrosted. It's either cook it and eat it or do this with it, and I'd rather experiment with it. So far I've got, for this like bean soup kind of thing that I'm going to make, is I've got a nice onion, a couple of my cans of pinto beans that I canned, or 3 of them, 2 of my stewed tomatoes that I canned. I'm also going to throw in there some of the spinach that I canned the other day, or that I dehydrated. Oh, it's so good. First, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my onion and cut it up and dice it. Okay, the pot's nice and hot, I hope. Yep. So I'm just going to toss these in here. Pre-cook them. So any extra spices like chili powder, if you were going to add cumin, if you're going to add dried garlic, any of that kind of stuff would be added just before you put it in the food saver bags, because they're already dried. Why add them to this and dehydrate them? You've got these onions cooked. I figure anything that you're going to, pre-cook, that was hot, before you make your stew or your soup or whatever. That is hot. I'm going to pre-cook it before I dehydrate it, just to get that sauteed flavor. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do is pre-cook my meat. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Got my burger cooking now. The burger and the sausage. I'm cooking them together. Let me show you. I've got my colander set up over in the sink. What I'm going to do when it's done cooking is I'm going to rinse it in hot water, just to try to get as much fat off of it as much fat off of it as I can, because fat won't dehydrate. It'll just melt, make a mess. So that's what I'm doing. The onions are ready to go. I've got my dehydrator out. So yeah, moving right along. I'm curious how this is going to turn out. But I'm thinking, in the trailer, carrying those jars around with all the food, in the can jars, which I like doing, the canning. But if I can dehydrate it and have probably half the weight, that'd be great. Okay, there's my burger, all fried up. Burger and sausage, sorry. And I'm just going to try to get it all in the colander without burning myself. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, so that's my tap water gets super hot. Like to the point where you can't touch it hot. Woo, there it goes. So I'm just going to rinse it all off just to get rid of that grease. Whew, hot. I think I've got everything over here. Still haven't decided if I'm going to put more veggies in it. I may put some potatoes in it. Anyway, so I've got my browned off and drained burger, and then I've got the sauteed onions, the spinach that I dehydrated a while back, stewed tomatoes, pinto beans, and another can of pinto beans because I don't know if I only want one can or two, probably two. So let's start mixing stuff up, see how it goes. Mix this stuff up. I'll put my spinach in here. Now this, my spinach, remember I didn't put this in the pressure cooker or the pressure canner or the water bath. I simply dehydrated the spinach, put it in the jar when it was done, and then I used the attachment on my food saver to seal the jar. It sucks the air out so that it's sealed. So listen. Ooh, I covered it up, but boy, it was bubbling, all that air going. Oh, it smells so good. So I'll probably put, a couple handfuls in there. Because remember, these are dehydrated. Here we go. Oh, that looks so pretty. Almost looks like salsa. Doesn't it? Looks like salsa, huh? I'm going to put them on and then just kind of spread them out a little bit. You don't have to do it a whole lot. It's okay, in my opinion. It's okay if they touch. It's okay if some of it overlaps because it's all going to dehydrate down. It's all going to shrink. So just don't worry about it. Now you don't want to pile it up, 2 inches high. Okay, so I've got the dehydrator going, and I set it for just to start with, for 10 hours at 160. The reason is meat dehydrates best at 160 degrees, and the beans probably will do about the same because they're dense. So I'm going to leave it there for a while, a couple hours, see how it does. May adjust the temperature, but that's how I'm starting out. Let me get this other tray filled up. Hang on. Okay, so if I can get this on here one-handed. And I'm going to pop this lid on here and leave it alone. We'll see how it does. Yeah, so look forward to future videos on that. What else is going on? I didn't do a video of the tour of the RV today because I got stuck on doing this thing. But yeah, I'll bring you back in the morning when I get up to check that stuff. It's, like I said, it's got about 5 or 6 more hours. And I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like. See you later. Bye. Hi. So it's been about 2 hours since I started the dehydration process. I just wanted to come out and look at it and bring you along. Probably going to be noisy, so sorry. Not doing too bad. Not bad. Not bad. Smells. I'll tell you what, it smells so good. I do plan on, for my RV travels, doing more of the dehydration because of the weight. I can store the dehydrated meats, the chicken, the beef, the sausage, the tuna. I can have tuna, I can't have other seafood. I can do all that, and I can store them in Ziploc bags, or I can put them in my canning jars, a whole lot more in the canning jars than I could just canning them. And it'll still be even lighter than canning them. That makes sense? I'm confusing myself. Okay, so it's the next morning, and obviously, because you just watched me make coffee. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Okay, the meat's not moist anymore. I can crack it open and it cracks. It doesn't bend, which is what I want, I think. Try and get it done. You know what? I'm going to just dump it in this bowl, because I just noticed my battery's going dead. And I just want to get this out so you guys can see it. I can pick it up. This was a fruit roll-up dish. I probably should have emptied it back into the bowl that I started with. Oh, that's it. And you could have seen. Yeah. So that was a big bowl. It was this bowl right here. This one here. You can even see it. Yeah, this bowl is the one that was full of the product before I dehydrated it. So it probably took it down a little less than half, maybe less than that. Anyway, I'm going to get a bigger jar. I found my funnel and a bigger jar. So I'm going to try get it in here without spilling it. Put a couple of pot holders down so I can pound the jar on the countertop. Took it down some. Yeah. So when I get ready to use or make this bean soup or whatever I called it, I'll put it in a pot, you know, a little saucepan. This will probably feed me 5 meals. So I'll put enough for 1 meal in a pot, cover it with boiling water, let it come to a boil, then cover it and let it sit off to the side for about 10-15 minutes, and it should rehydrate, and I'll have a pretty decent meal. When I use the food saver, I use the jar just filled with the food, and I wipe the top of it off so there's no food debris up there. Used a new or a used canning lid. You just place it on top, take the food saver attachment for the small mouth jar and put it on there. Plug it in would help. And then plug this end of the air hose, tightly into the top, and it's going to get real noisy, so bear with me. And then check the seal. And as you can tell, I'm really pushing and pulling on it. It's not coming off. But there it is. And I got to thinking, this will probably, what the heck is in there? This will probably give me probably 6 meals, because you use about 160 total grams for a 1-person meal, normally with dried, or freeze-dried or dehydrated food. Usually it's 160 grams-ish. And 160 grams is usually, I'm guessing, about a cup of dried food like this. And that's a big bowl, so I might be able to get 4 or 5. We'll see how this works. Anyway, there you have it. Dehydrated bean soup with burger sausage, onions, celery, stewed tomatoes, spinach, the dehydrated spinach that I did. And this jar, even if I only get 3 meals out of this, sure beats the 1, 2, 3, 4 jars that it's going to take to make 1 meal out of my canned food. So I'm going to keep dehydrating. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or ideas or comments about dehydrating full meals, post it in the comments below and I'll get back to you, because I do read all my comments. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye guys.